Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I know that you saw this thumbnail and were like, what the heck am I looking like? What is this dude talking about, right? You would be amazed at how many people only look at a thumbnail and only look at a thumbnail or like react to a thumbnail and just completely just don't even bother watching the video, so they don't know like what the actual context is, when thumbnails are designed to draw your attention. That's the whole point of a thumbnail, right? No, in all seriousness though, we're gonna shuffle this up. This is not how it's gonna wind up ultimately looking, so infer what you will. Anyways, in all seriousness though, today's video is about ranking my favorite LFs in the game based on their usage. Again, my favorite, not even, hear me, not even what is best. That's not the point of this video. This video is not about some actual meta tier list in which I say, oh, the best character on this list among these LFs is blah 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 because XYZ, because this that. That's not the point of this video. This video is supposed to just be a fun video. Don't you guys ever get like stressed out with this game or annoyed at this game or the competitive scene of this game and all the Zenkais and blah blah? Yeah, this video is for all you guys that are upset with the game or whatever the case is. You just want to chill out, have something fun to listen to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Stick around for more content. Also, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want to see going forward. I've really been enjoying doing more discussion videos as well over the last few days especially. So like I said, we're gonna just rank them. For the record, not all the characters you see here are going to be represented, and there even are going to be some that are not here, literally depicted in the image, that are represented in the video. We're gonna be ranking my 6 favorite LFs, again, based on my usage of them and my history of them, etc. So coming in hotter than fish grease at number 6 is the man SSB Vegeta. Look at this dude. So is he the next Zenkai? A lot of people are asking about that. I didn't bother making a formal video on that. He is boosted in PvP. I do think in a week we're going to be seeing a lot of future characters probably popping up. It would make sense for him to be the next one as well. Who knows? If they want to make future relevant, then that's one way to do it, or more relevant, I guess, because they're really relevant. That's one way to do it. But also in that same coin, there are some other ones that are also hot topics, like Super Saiyan Vegito. He's been one that's a lot of people have been thinking of getting one soon, and maybe Fusions might be getting a couple new characters, and maybe he's the one. But regardless, so I always loved this dude because I really loved the playstyle that they tried to introduce with Vegeta family and the way this dude was built. I loved the ability to offer the constant buffs to Vegeta family and God Ki, for like right here, every time he uses a card, a striker blast, the bonus is there, card cost down. Such an awesome character. I don't think he's the best green for pretty much any team he's available on at this point. He's pretty, I mean, I always get flack for this, but hear me, this game has rampant, disgusting, horrible power creep, right? Characters that are a year old or beyond that are just outdated, right? He can be useful, you can find use with him and be competitive with him, but he is outdated by today's standards, and I think that's fair to say. He came out literally, what, Black Friday of 2019, right? This dude's old, dog. He's been in the game for a long time, so that doesn't mean that I don't love him or anything like that. He's just quite old now. I believe it's Black Friday, something like that. So anyways, that being said, I love the way they built him. Also still love still one of the best mechanics in the game, actually, and also one of the most annoying mechanics in the versus is no switching. Having that on the ult allowed this dude to be very relevant in the game for a long time with that lock and kill mentality. So he comes in hot at number 6. So for number 5, this is one you guys probably really wouldn't expect from me, right? From me personally, because this is not my shtick, right? I gotta go ahead and sort it by color because I don't see him. This is not my shtick. This is not my thing. Your LOE guy is Goresh. The homie Goresh would probably have this dude ranked in his top 2 or 3. I don't know if he enjoys using another character though more than Frieza, because LOE is kind of dead in the water. Who knows? But that being said, my number 5 is this Frieza. One thing I really enjoyed about the way they built this Frieza is the ability to have not only the blue card, because I always point this stuff out, blue cards and green cards are so rare when they hold them here. There are characters like, for example, in the green card, there are characters that can generate a lot of green cards, like Green Ultimate Gohan, for example. If he vanishes, he generates a green card. There are characters that draw a green card or a blue card on their main ability. That's cool too, but it's not the same as literally putting one extra in your deck, right? So there are only a few characters in the game that actually put another blue in your deck, just like there's only a few in the game that put another green in your deck, like Whis or like Captain Ginyu or whatever. So that's incredibly unique. It actually adds a lot of versatility to him. And I also love the way that, just like Vegeta family, the lineage of Evil / Frieza Force has a lot of passive buffs and things like that when you start comboing them together and using characters like Zenkai Cooler. Oh, I guess either Zenkai Cooler, but mainly the blue one is what I'm thinking about. Also like this Frieza fits perfectly there. Also, I really enjoyed the fact that he wasn't limited in any way. You could kind of just run him on any team and get automatic 25% damage inflicted and key recovery and a blue card if you have a unit that really wants to use a blue card constantly. He has a special cover. His ult can hit like a truck. He's got the immobilization. He does a lot of everything, man. A jack of all trades, in my opinion. I don't think he's like the best character. He probably deserves a Zenkai by, again, the same metrics as Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. He's not as old. I believe he's actually a little bit newer, but still pretty old character. I believe he came out like April of last year, right? Which would make him just over a year old. Again, these characters are old, dude. Time flies, man. Anyways, so the next one, this is one you guys might have thought would be at the top of my list. He comes in hot at literally the middle of my list. UI Goku. I like UI Goku a lot. I still love the auto dodge mechanic. I think that gauge will be repurposed and used for something else. I don't think every character is going to come out like an auto dodge, but like maybe like a gauge for whenever it's at maximum, you do more damage, or other unique abilities other characters can have. They can get really creative with that gauge, which they haven't really done yet, but I really do love the fact he introduced it in the first place, and it's just awesome to see him just kind of like maneuvering around attacks consistently. He is also a really good character in general if you were to use him. He does a lot of everything. Again, the only downside to him is if you do get hit, he gets just punched into oblivion, but that's the drawback. When you're thinking of designing a character with literally maxed out offensive stats, look at this graph. The offense is through the roof, maxed out at 100. My goodness. Let's see him at freaking max numbers here. 268, 261. Yeah, this dude's gonna hit you really hard. Also is one of the like the 3 characters in the game with the hardest hitting / supreme modifier on the ultimate. I believe it's only 3 currently anyway. So yeah, when you design a character like him, you want to give him a drawback, right? So the drawback is if you don't play smart with him and you let people just use your gauge up, or you don't consistently manage it pretty well and you get hit, you're gonna get just punched in the face and just rip the new one, right? But he also does have the 2 special cover changes, and he has the blue card that can replenish the gauge, and on top of that, the gauge automatically does restore when he's passively, well, he's not in. So there's actually a lot of utility with him, and I like him a lot. And the green card heals, draw speed. He's got a lot of everything, dude. Like the main ability heals. He's got a lot of everything. Like I don't think there's any reason not to like using this Goku, in my opinion. Blast armor on the ultimate. I just don't think there's any reason not to like it. I think he's really, really good, and he's definitely worth using. So, anyways, let's go ahead and move on to number 4, which is technically the 3rd one from the top, because number 4, Vegeta was not my number 1. He was number 6, right? So I'm working my way from the least favorite to the most favorite. So the next one is Broly. So let's bring up Blue Broly, the Mr. Punch You in the Face and keep on going himself. This dude is a monster. He is a, you know, one thing that I really kind of discovered with him, when he came out, I was like, wait a minute. This dude is built in a way where you just don't even gotta switch. That's when I was like, this dude is OP, man. Like, is he as good as he was 6 months ago? Yeah, it's been that long. No, he's not as good as he was 6 months ago, unless you're pairing him with Super Saiyan Bardock to give him more damage. His damage is not great, at least anywhere in the yellow star range, but his utility is ridiculous. You got to think about it. When they switch versus him, he's getting all these bonuses very similar to 18. He's got the blast armor on basically everything. He's got the fainting blue card. This dude's ridiculous, man. Like, he is absolutely, in my opinion, like the pinnacle of kits, right? He's got one of the best kits in the game overall. Like, they designed him so well, so cohesively. He is awesome. Like, he's got health restoration, vanishing gauge restoration, draw speed. He combos with a special cover into the fainting blue card. He has, again, blast armor on the strikes. He restores ki with the blasts. They gave him everything. Restores draw speed here, restores ki, excuse me, reduces damage, freaking massive modifier, inflicts force switch. They legit just said, give this dude everything, damn it. So Broly, like I said, really kind of what holds him back is in the yellow star range when he's not supported. his damage can be a little lackluster, especially if you're versus somebody that's not giving you all of these bonuses, because they're all very short amounts of time. If they're not subbing versus you, maybe you're not going to get some of these buffs, or if they're not evading your attacks. Like, it's just little things, right? But again, that's not a knock. I think Broly's an incredible character, and I think he might be underrated by a lot of players nowadays, but I love him a lot. They legit just said, give this dude everything! Everything! So for the next one, Future Gohan. This one actually holds a little place in my heart, because when he came out, I had literally a ton of bills pile up on me, and he was one of the only characters I was not able to get on release. I had to wait another couple of weeks because just so many things just came piling up. And when I finally got him, he wasn't really relevant in terms of YouTube videos anymore, so I had to kind of just not really do any videos for him. I just kind of like did it passively. I'd use him on teams for other videos or other showcases, etc., because those, you can't showcase a new character when they're 2 weeks old. It's nobody cares anymore. That's just how YouTube is, right? Obviously, your diehards will watch some of your videos, but like most people won't care. It's not going to get pumped in the algorithm. Nobody's going to watch it on a large basis, right? So for me, I use him passively going forward, and I was like, he's okay. I had versed him in that time, obviously, and I'm like, he's nothing like crazy, but I think he's incredibly annoying. He is, I think, one of the better non-Zenkai characters in the game. You would think that's true for all LFs. It's not. There are other LFs that are even newer than him, I would say, that aren't as good. I think him and Kid Buu are probably, I think they're both better than like Rose and Goku, but I think him and Kid Buu are among that list. But yeah, this dude is, look at the defensive numbers, pretty much maxed out here, health as well. He's got that cover versus the blast cards. He does the supporting attribute here, plus 25%, draw speed, can't be stacked. Also bonus damage up to 90, can't be canceled. Also, if you have defeated battle members, draws greens. He goes neutral. Like, this dude is awesome. He has endurance. He is awesome. I was, long story short, I was genuinely thrown back when I used him, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not using him right. So let me use him a couple different ways, different teams. And I'm like, you know what? This dude is something else. And then I started playing him more and more and more, and I started versing him more. And I think people started understanding him better. And he became so annoying to play against. He is one of the maybe top character. I don't know where I'm going to range him, but one of the top characters in my opinion to versus. That's really, really annoying. So definitely second on my list for good and bad. Now this last one, you would not have guessed this most likely. He is one that I want to get Zenkai'd very, 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 very badly, and I want to use him more consistently. I'm talking about I'm talking about Super Saiyan Goten. Oh, the bait and switch got people mad. They thought I was talking about Super Vegito. Okay, let me talk about Goten, my boy here. So Goten was is Goten the oldest Legends Limited without a Zenkai at this point? I think he is. I'm looking at my roster. Off the top of my head, he is the oldest one. Him or Super Vegito, but I think he came out a month before Super Vegito, so he would be the oldest. Anyways, give my man to Zenkai, but also don't, because screw Sun Family and hybrids. Anyways, in all seriousness though, setting the meta stuff aside, one thing I loved about him, it's good and bad, is that he's like the only character that has a full-fledged unique for another character. Now there are other characters that have uniques that are like just kind of like one or two lines. Like for example, IT Goku, the green instant transmission Goku, he has a unique for Gohan's specific support, I believe, strike damage, I believe it is. Like there are characters that have uniques like this, but Goten took it above and beyond. Like he gives Gohan, restore his own ki whenever he has a Gohan on his team. That's one thing. And then also after 25 counts, he gives Gohan all these buffs, shortens sub count down. Like this is really cool to me. I loved that so much. But they were very cognizant of trying to limit Goten's utility. They gave him the ability to get 50% ultimate damage when he only has Super Saiyan Sun Family characters on his team. All three of them need to be Super Saiyan 1 Sun Family character. So if you have literally SS2 Gohan on the team, for example, who he works well with because that unique ability, you're not getting that extra 50%. Like he's pretty balanced, I guess. He has gauge restoration here. He has the ability to change his strikes into blasts. This is a dude, if he gets a Zenkai, he would just be a monster. He has another specific buff for Gohan's down here. No, this is why he hasn't got a Zenkai yet. LF Gohan really ruined it. LF Gohan is the reason this dude has not got a Zenkai yet. I'm pretty spot on on that. Like the buffs that he would offer him would just be too much, dude. and they'd probably mess around and give this dude like another unique that offers like supporting buffs to like Sun Family or something stupid. Anyways, him as my number one. I love his design overall, and he's one that I always thought was really good, and I really enjoyed using his movie family team, and there's a lot of videos I did on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one nonetheless. Thumbs up and subscribe, like I said. Again, a funner video. It's not, I don't try to make everything about the meta here on this channel, so I hope you guys can appreciate that and enjoyed it. Thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.